Next we have Lauren Waller. Parents are Chad and Shelly Waller. Lauren's activities and awards include Medics Club, travel softball with the Moco Rush, Students Against Destructive Decisions, and Key Club. Her college choice for next year is Kankakee Community College. She will major in nursing and will be playing softball. Lauren Waller. Let's have a big round of applause for all our seniors and their parents.
Okay, that's good.
Welcome to Mount Zion softball senior night against Windsor Stu Strauss. All right, gonna get our sound figured out here. Give me just a moment. See what we've got going on. Hopefully everybody can hear me now normally. All right, now I think we got it figured out here, everybody. Thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. I believe we've got, do we have the national anthem coming? Got introductions and the national anthem coming, then we'll get that annoying flag out of your way. In the meantime, let's take a quick look at the fielding arrangements for the home team tonight, the Mount Zion Lady Braves. We've got Dakota Harrison on the mound pitching with Gwen Bender catching. Anna Cox over at first base, Lauren Waller at second base, Audrey Johnson shortstop, and Kayla Schnippel playing third base. Out in the outfield, we got Molly Besser playing left field, Kennedy Hiley in center, and Sierra Heiser starting in right field today for the Lady Braves. And we'll just take a quick look at that starting lineup for Windsor Stu Strauss batting off, playing shortstop. We got Ella Kinkler playing center, batting second, Natalie Hayes. Pitching, Carly Bean. Playing third base, Maddie Pfeiffer. Catcher, Ava Richards. For first base, Sam Hayes. Playing right field, Gabby Vonderheide. Designated player is Kaylin Carey. And out in left field, we got Alara Freeze. We're going to pause for a minute for introductions.
At this time, we would like to meet both teams, starting with our visitors. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 3, Ella Kinkler. Batting second, playing center field, number 24, Natalie Hayes. Batting third and pitching, number 9, Carly Bean. Batting fourth and playing third base, number 10, Maddie Piper. Batting fifth and catching, number 15, Ava Richards. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 14, Sam Hayes. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 12, Gabby Vonderheide. Batting eighth, the designated player, number 30, Kaylin Carey. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 1, Alara Freeze. And the flex player, playing second base, number 8, Sam Porter. And now the starting lineup for your 2022 Mount Zion Lady Braves. Leading off and catching, number 11, Gwen Bender. Batting second to center fielder, number 13, Kennedy Hiley. Batting third to third baseman, number 16, Kayla Schnippel. Batting fourth to pitcher, number 22, Dakota Harrison. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 18, Audrey Johnson. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 17, Anna Cox. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 14, Lauren Waller. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 10, Sierra Heiser. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 3, Molly Besser. Now at this time, if we could have everybody please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, we're just about ready to get started here at Mount Zion softball field as Dakota Harrison's taking her final warm-up pitch. And we are ready to get this home season started for Mount Zion.
Leading off the top of the first inning for the Hatchets, shortstop number 3, Ella Kinkler.
And the first pitch is a ball outside. Kayla Schnippel in just a little bit down at third base. That's going to be high. And that's going to be a ball low. Three-0 count. And that's going to be high for ball 4. So Dakota Harrison starts with a walk. That puts Ella Kinkler on first base. Next we got Natalie Hayes for Windsor Stu Strauss. And there's the first strike of the game for Harrison, starting off ahead of Hayes. Kayla Schnippel still pulled in a little bit down at third base. Outfield pretty much straight away. And the bunt attempt is foul. 0-2 count on Hayes. Good start for Harrison here on this second batter after walking Kinkler to start the game. And high fly ball. This is out to left field. Blowing foul, and just stays fair. That's a fair ball. And heading to third is Kinkler. And that's going to be a stand-up double for Hayes. So Windsor Sustros in business here in the top of the first inning. No outs, second and third. And we've got Carly Bean, the pitcher, coming up here, the number 3 hitter. So the Hatch is off to a good start here early on. See if they can capitalize off this opportunity. And that's going to be high for ball 1. And hard shot down the left field line. It's going to be foul. So we call that a long strike. As Bean definitely scored that one up a little bit, just a little early. A little change up here. Going to be ball. It's going to be 2-1 count. Left field still playing a little straight away. Not moving over too much after that pull ball. And that's going to be ball 3. So 3-1 count. Harrison not giving her too much to look at here with somebody on second and third. And that's going to be fouled back. 3-2 count on Bean, the pitcher, number 3 hitter. If you're Harrison here, you got to be thinking, just don't give her something she can get a hold of. Give her something she'll swing at, but can't get a hold of. And it's going to be inside. Strike 3. What a pitch by Harrison. Low and in. Did not look good from the perspective of the batter, but it did look good from the umpire. That's a good pitch for Harrison. And that's going to give us 1 out. And that's going to bring up Maddie Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, the third baseman for Windsor Shoestrass, cleanup hitter. Hopefully Harrison build a little bit off of this momentum after getting a big strikeout against the number 3 hitter, Bean. And it's a bunt attempt, and it's going to be a fair ball out at first base, and safe at first base. I'm sorry, I didn't see the umpire. So safe at first base, but the runner at third does not advance somehow. So that's going to be bases loaded. So good job of Schnippel there, freezing the runner just long enough to make it so she can't get home, and then threw her across the diamond. Unfortunately, she waited just a little bit too long, didn't get the batter at first, but Mount Zion just needs a couple outs here to get out of this inning. Good pitch on the inside. That's strike 1. Good start for Harrison there, getting ahead of the batter. Change up, that's going to be a ball. Big speed change there. Pfeiffer was not falling for it. Inside pitch, there goes the same, close to the same pitch she struck out Bean on earlier. That time it goes for a foul, so it's 2-1 count. So bases loaded, 1 out, 2-1 count. And it's going to be a foul ball. Strike 2 on Pfeiffer. So 2-2 pitch. Here comes Harrison. Inside, gets another one on that beautiful inside cutter there. And that's going to be 2 outs.
Now batting the first baseman, number 14, Sam Hayes.
That's going to bring up Sam Hayes. And she's going to foul that first one back. Good job getting ahead here by Harrison. Coach Blake would be very happy if she was able to get out of this without any damage here early. A couple good pitches here, and Braves are on their way. Nice pitch on the outside corner. That was just right on the corner. It did not look good to the batter, I can tell you that right now, but that was a great pitch by Harrison. And that's outside for ball 1. Very strong catcher there behind the Braves, the senior leader in Gwen Bender. Gives Harrison a lot of confidence back there to be able to throw pitches like that. Fouled back. Another one outside. Trying to get her to chase something out. Look for Harrison to go right after her right this time. Just a little high and outside. Ball 3. Harrison's got to give her something she can swing at now. Defense has got to be ready to go. And that's going to be a ball to shortstop. Audrey Johnson up with it, and she's going to be out at first base as Johnson gets out of it, or Harrison gets out of it. Nice little play there. Let's take another quick look at that ground ball here. Right there to Johnson. Johnson throws across the dugout, and that's going to end the inning. No damage against the Lady Braves as they started off with a walk for Harrison, then that double down the line, and then the bunt put the third hitter at first base, and I'm sorry, the bunt put her at first base, and then that was it. Nothing going for Sue Strauss, so that brings us to the bottom of the first inning, and we'll be right back in just a minute. All right, we're back here with Gwen Bender leading off for the Lady Braves. So Bean will throw the first pitch, and that's going to be high. And high for ball 1. And Bender bunts down that first baseline, probably a little too hard back to the pitcher, and that's going to be the first out of the game for Mount Zion. That's going to bring up Kennedy Hiley playing center field today for the Lady Braves. And she takes the first one up a little high. And second one up a little high. And that goes for a strike. No, that's ball 3. I'm sorry, I thought he called that a strike. Looked at it a little bit funny for what I thought he was seeing out there. And that goes for a strike, so Hiley with 3-1 count. And that one's almost up to their head, and that's going to be a walk. That's going to put Hiley at first base. And that's going to bring up Kayla Schnippel. And that one's going to be low. It's going to be a pass ball, and that's going to put Hiley at second base. So 1 out, 1 on second base, and 1-0 count for Kayla Schnippel, the junior third baseman. Kayla does a little bit of pitching as well. Probably the number 2 starter for the Lady Braves. And she swings, fouls it back. Brings that count 1-1. So we got a 1-1 count on Kayla. And she takes that high pitch up, and it gets past the left fielder. Rounded third is Hiley, and Schnippel's going to hold at first base with an RBI single. And the Braves strike first. So we got Dakota Harrison up here for the Lady Braves. She takes strike 1. And she takes one up on the hands. That's going to be high fly ball into shallow left field, and that's going to be caught by the shortstop, Kinkler. And that's going to bring the Lady Braves to their second out as Kayla Schnippel hangs out over at first base. So we got Audrey Johnson up now, shortstop for the Lady Braves. And it's high and outside. Good snag by the catcher. Audrey Johnson, a sophomore. And that one goes behind her feet as Schnippel's going to go over to second base. And that's going to be ball 2 for Kayla. I'm sorry, for Audrey. And that one's going to go right down the middle for first strike. Beans leaving some of those up high, and the Braves have been attacking them. And that one's going to be just outside. Swung at, and Kayla Schnippel, little delayed steal. Coach Blakey likes those delayed steals, and I don't think anybody was suspecting Schnippel to take off there. That moves her over to third base. And 2-2-2. And that's going to be strike 3. And that's going to end the inning with the Braves scoring a run on a hit, stranding a runner. And we'll be right back after just a minute. All right. So leading off the top half of the second inning, we got Gabby Vonderheiden, right fielder. And Harrison sets start her second inning of the game. High and inside. It's going to be ball one. And it's going to be low and inside for ball two. So Harrison trying to bang him inside with that. Not sure what that pitch is called there. Eric, what's that called when trying to fade it inside like that? Yeah, it looks like a little screwball. Oh, it's going to be down, and that's going to go right out to Kennedy Hiley, who's going to catch that ball for the first out for the Braves. As Vanderheide just went down and got it, didn't get a lot of barrel under it, and it went right to Hiley.
Now batting the designated player, number 30.
So now we've got the designated player up. This is Kaylin Carey. One out for the Braves. And this one's going to be a ground ball to Audrey Johnson at shortstop. She's up. Fires it across the diamond. That's going to be the second out for the Braves. So Harrison, nothing if not efficient here so far in this inning.
Now batting left fielder, number 1, Alara.
And we got the left fielder. This is number 9 batter, Alara Freeze. And she swings at the first pitch. She's going to foul that off just to the home dugout side for strike one. And fouled back for strike two. So we got a 0-2 count on Freeze. So 0-2 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning, or top of the second inning, I'm sorry. And it's going to be a fly ball and run over and caught. Nice catch out there on left field by Molly Besser, and that's going to do it for the Hatchets here in the top of the second inning. We're going to clear all that, and we're going to go to the bottom, and we'll be back here in just a moment. All right, we're back here at the bottom of the second inning as the Lady Braves come up. This is going to be Anna Cox. She's the first baseman for the Lady Braves. And Bean sets to throw here. And Cox lays down a bunt right to the first baseman just a little bit too hard, and she's going to be out at first base. So 2 bunts so far for Mount Zion, both of them just too hard. And right at somebody. Now we've got the second baseman, Lauren Waller, up to bat now for the Lady Braves. And Waller takes one inside for ball one. And takes another one down and in. And swing high fly ball on foul territory, and that's going to be out number 2 for the Lady Braves, as that's brought in by the first baseman, Hayes, for Windsor Stewstraws.
Now batting the right fielder, number 10, Sierra.
And that's going to bring up right fielder Sierra Heiser, number 8 hitter for Mount Zion. And she's going to hit the ground ball. Tough play for the pitcher, and Bean throws her out at first base, and that's a quick inning for the Lady Braves. And at the end of 2, we've got a 1-0 score, and we're going to take that into the top of the 3rd inning. We'll be right back. All right, so we're back for the top of the 3rd inning here for the Hatchets. And I believe we are back at the top of the order with Ella Kinkler. So Harrison sets. And that's going to be low for ball 1. And that one's going to be outside. Pretty tempting pitch there, but good discipline by Kinkler as leadoff hitter. Squares around a bunt, and it's going to be a strike. Two-one count on Kinkler. And that's going to be a ground ball. Going to be a race to first base, and that ball's going to be thrown away as they weren't able to get to first base. So tough play. First baseman Anna Cox was just right up on her, and then so Lauren Waller had to come over and cover, and she's not able to do so. So
Now batting the center fielder, number 24, Natalie Hayes.
it's going to be throwing error against Cox. And so the leadoff hitter gets on for the Hatchets. It's going to bring up Natalie Hayes. Squares around a bunt, fielded by Schnippel. And that's going to be safe. And going over to third, Gwen Bender moves from the catcher position down to first base. And nobody's covering home right now. And not two heads up down there at third base. Or maybe they had timeout, I'm not sure. But
now batting the pitcher, number 9, Carly Bean.
That's going to bring Bean back up with first and third for Mount Zion. So good bunt, tough coverage, and the Hatchets are in business. No outs, one first and third. And as Hayes steals second base, Bender tries to catch Kinkler down at third. Nothing going. And that's strike one. Little change up. And it's going to be a ball. 1-1 count. This is the exact same position that Mount Zion was in here during the first inning when Bean comes up. There was second and third. Mount Zion able to strike her out that time. So expect something inside here from Harrison, just like they got her last time. Oh, off-speed pitch driven down. That's going to be a foul ball down the left field line. Looked like a little bit of a change up there from Harrison that Bean swung on early. So Harrison looks to go after Bean, and that's going to be a foul ball. There goes that screwball on the inside again, but this time it was fouled off by Bean. Still 1-2 count, second and third. And Harrison sets. And that's going to be a ground ball over to the foul territory. Picked up by Kayla Schnippel. High ball, that's driven deep down the left side, and that's going to be a foul ball. That was way over the fence. But foul ball is a foul ball, and that was 4 foul balls in a row. That ball up high and easily driven by Bean, but she pulled it just a little too much. And hard ball driven right up the middle. And that ball needed to be cut, and that allows Bean to go to second base. And so Bean trades spaces with Hayes. Or no, I'm sorry, she didn't trade. Hayes ended up going over to second base. Bean's on, or third base. Bean's on second.
Now batting the third baseman, number 10, Maddie Pfeiffer.
And so now that evens it up 1-1. Still no outs. And that's going to bring up Maddie Pfeiffer, third baseman. And she hits a shot out to left field. Bounces off the fence. That's going to bring 2 in. And Pfeiffer's going to go over to second base. And that's going to drive in 2 runs for Pfeiffer. On a pulled shot down the down that left side. It took Besser a minute to get over there. And so that brings the score 3-1 for Stu Strauss. Still a lot of game left, just the top of the third. And nice little off-speed pitch there. And that's going to go for strike 1. Fastball right down the middle for strike 2. Harrison going right after Ava Richards. And that's going to be up high for a ball. And right down the middle, that's going to be a high fly ball to the middle of the infield. Harrison calls for it, catches it. And as she squeezes, that gives her the first out of the inning. Tough ball there for the pitcher. That backspin, sometimes it's easier for the catcher to take that ball as it's usually coming back more towards her, but looks like Harrison fields her position, gets out there and gets an out. So with Pfeiffer on second base, that's going to bring up Sam Hayes. And that's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop, looks back at second base. And it's going to be safe at first base. Audrey Johnson not able to get it over there in time after looking back. Pfeiffer at second base. And these girls want to take a minute to collect themselves. Still one out. One out, first and second. So this is going to bring up Gabby Vanderheide, I believe. So Gabby Vanderheide up. And she's going to lay down a really nice bunt right in front of the catcher. Good throw. Waller gets over there. And that's going to be out number 2. As Gwen Bender throws her out at first base. And that's going to be 2 outs. So 2 outs, second and third. And that brings up Kaylin Carey. Ball 1 low in the dirt. And another one low in the dirt. 2-0 count to Carey. And it looks like that's going to be fouled out to, found down the right sideline, and not a chance to get in play. So we're going to call that strike 1. Got a 2-1 count against Carey. And it's going to be a high fly ball. Bender over to get it. And she does. And that's going to end the inning for, as Gwen Bender hauls that in. So we're going to go to the bottom of the third inning with the Lady Braves down 3-1. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here for the bottom of the third inning. We're going to have Molly Besser up. And she takes strike 1 down the middle. As the sun peeks its way out. Welcome to everybody. And she takes strike 2. And that'll be strike 3.
Now batting the catcher, number 11, Bender.
And that's going to bring up Gwen Bender at the top of the lineup again for the Lady Braves with 1 out. And that hits her on the shoe. So get on any way you can, Gwen Bender. She's going to take a walk down to first base, and that's going to bring up Kennedy Hiley, center fielder.
Now coming to the plate, center fielder number 13, Kennedy Hiley.
And Hiley takes a step up and tries a slap and foul ball. That's going to be strike 1. And that's also going to be fouled away. Checking in on the baseball game. Looks like Mount Zion's up 1-0 against St. T. And the top of the 4th. They also have Senior Day. That's over on Braves TV as well. So if you got your March Madness screen still up and you wanted to watch 2 games at the same time, tune into both as Hiley smacks it down to the third baseman. And a hustling Gwen Bender gets her way over to third base as Hiley's thrown out at first. And that's the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Kayla Schnippel.
Now back to the third baseman, number 16, Kayla Schnippel.
Kayla Schnippel, a junior, also a tennis player and involved with Lego Robotics. Actually, I guess it's no longer Lego Robotics. It's First Tech. Build their own robots and compete with other schools. Pretty neat little deal. And that's taken for ball 2. Good hitters count here for Kayla. She looks to drive in Bender over at first base or third base. And that's going to be fouled back for strike 1. And that's going to be a pass ball. Hustling down the line is Gwen Bender, and she's going to score on that pass ball. And that gives the Lady Braves a run here in the bottom of the 3rd. Kayla Schnippel now with a 3-1 count, 2 outs, looking to find her way on to bring up Dakota Harrison. And it's going to be strike down the middle. I think Kayla thought that was going to be low. That's a good pitch there by Bean. And that's high and outside as Schnippel takes a walk. And that's going to bring up Dakota Harrison. Dakota Harrison, the pitcher, cleanup hitter. And that one's going to be inside for a strike. It's the inside corner. And Harrison gets a hold of it. That's going to get past the left fielder. Kayla Schnippel's got to hustle if she's going to get home. She's got to hustle. And That's going to be Harrison going into second base with an RBI double. Big hit there for Dakota Harrison. Pretty tough to handle out there in left field for Alara Freeze, and that's going to tie the game up. So nice hit by Dakota Harrison. Hard hit ball out to left field, and we're going to have looks like a pinch runner. Josie Gower is going to come in and run for.
Courtesy runner for the pitcher at second base, number 9, Josie Gower.
So sophomore Josie Gower is going to come in and run for the pitcher Dakota Harrison as a courtesy runner. Still got 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. So nice work by Mount Zion, scoring some runs with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up shortstop Audrey Johnson, another sophomore. That's going to be a ball low. Coach Blakey likes his batters to be patient at the plate. He likes them to see that first pitch. That's going to be high. 2-0 count. And that's going to be up high. Three-0 count here for Johnson. And that's going to be a strike. Right on the inside corner there. 3-1 count. 2 outs. Johnson, hard hit ball. Foul. Over onto the McGoy playground. Brings the count to 3-2 with 2 outs. Gower still over at second base. And tough pitch to hit there. And that's going to be strike 3. And we're all tied up at 3 after 3 innings. And with that, let's go to our first ad of the day. We'll be right back.
Decatur Dental Care, located at 3737 East US Route, provides general dentistry for the whole family. The dentists, including Dr. Kelly Clark, Dr. Melissa Burnett, Dr. Charles Stone, and Dr. Brittany Keck-Flory, are currently accepting new patients. Call 217-423-2400 or visit the website at decaturdentalcare.com to schedule an appointment. From all the staff at Decatur Dental Care, go Braves!
All right, we're back here in the top of the 4th inning. Tie game as Harrison sets. And that's going to be a swing and the miss by Alara Freeze, number 9 hitter for Windsor Stewstroff. She's a left fielder. And that one's going to be fouled. We'll check swing. And that's going to bring it 0-2 count. And that's going to be a swing, but that's a pass ball. Bender's going to really work, and that ball's going out to the right field. An overthrow, and looks like Alara Freeze is going to be able to turn a strikeout into a chip down to second base. That ball just getting away from Gwen Bender. I mean, it was a really nice off-speed pitch that bounced in the dirt and just took a crazy bounce off of Gwen Bender. So Windsor Shoestraw starting in business here with a runner on second base. And that's going to bring off the lead-up hitter, Ella Kinkler. And that's going to be a ball just tying outside. And that one's going to be high and outside. And that one's going to be high. So Harrison down 3-0 on the leadoff hitter here, Ella Kinkler. Shortstop for Windsor. And she's going to hit a pop fly out to center field. Hiley's under it. And nice catch out there by Hiley, and that's going to be the first out of the inning.
Now coming to the plate, center fielder, number 24, Natalie Hayes.
Good job by Hiley there, just getting under that ball and keeping herself in a good position, watching the wind. And so this is going to bring up Natalie Hayes, the center fielder, number 2 hitter for Windsor Shoestraw. And Harrison throws a strike one. And a bunt. Nice bunt. Another good bunt. Windsor Shoestraw's been full today and down to second base, and she's going to be out as Kennedy Hiley comes into cover. And so that's going to be a run scored for Windsor Shoestraw as Hayes gets down a beautiful bunt. That brings Freeze around, and then as all the attention was on home plate, Hayes tried to take second, and she is now out. So unfortunately gets a run for Windsor Shoestraw, but it gets an out for Mount Zion. So 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Really just some very good bunting today by Windsor Shoestraw. It's kind of been the story of the game, kind of kept them in these situations, and it's been difficult for Mount Zion to do a whole lot to cover those bunts. So you can bet that'll be in the practice plan coming up here in the next week or so. Hard shot as Carly Bean comes up. Number 3 hitter for Windsor. As the umpire reminding the third base coach, you need to get back a little bit. She's going to hurt you. And, oh, just a check swing. Audrey Johnson dives for it. Can't quite get it in the glove, and that's going to be an infield hit for Bean. Really a good job of Johnson just to keep that in the infield. It's kind of a check swing. It wasn't really a hard hit ball. I'm not sure she meant to hit it, but that's going to be a hit for Bean. It's going to bring up Maddie Pfeiffer here, third baseman. Hard hit ball. That one tailing out and just foul. Just foul. That one was trouble from the beginning. But got it just a little bit foul as that one's tailing out. Boy, I feel like that's the third one we've had that was a little questionable whether it was going out or not. So we'll just call that a long strike for Pfeiffer. Now you can see Molly Besser and Kennedy Hiley learned a lesson out there in the outfield. They know Pfeiffer's a pull hitter. And that's going to be a strike on Pfeiffer. So shift is on here as Lauren Waller is also on the shortstop side of the infield. And another hard hit ball way foul over into the wheat field. If that was any longer, I'm not sure they'd find that ball. And that one's fouled back. Pfeiffer just really making Harrison work. And that one gets away from Bender. The ball as Bean goes down to second base. And that's going to be a ball. That's going to be fouled away. Two count, 2 outs, 1 on. And she tries to fool her, and the shift comes back to haunt as she's just able to kind of push that ball out to where the second baseman would be, and that's going to be an RBI single for Pfeiffer. And that gives Windsor Stewstrass their 5th run of the game. So Windsor Stewstrass just finding ways to manufacture runs. Kind of what you got to do here in these situations. And that's going to be strike 1. And it's going to be a ball. Right in there in that spot. We've seen that call to strike a couple of times, so it might have just been a little bit more inside. Or maybe I moved my chair a little bit to the right. I don't know. Hard hit ball. Good stop by Kayla Schnippel. Fires it over to Anna Cox, and that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. Well done by Kayla Schnippel. And while we have a second here, we want to thank our Braves TV sponsors, ADM and ADMCares, Decatur Dental Care, Kevin Fritzsche of Brinkoetter Realtors, Land of Lincoln Credit Union, Mount Zion Foundation for Quality Education, Peerless Cleaners, Staley Credit Union, 217 Wiffleball Classic, and Wilson Garage Doors. We want to thank all of them for their continued support of Braves TV, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, we're back for the bottom of the fourth, and they're going to bring up number 17, Anna Cox. She's playing first base. All right. And that one's going to be outside, taken for ball one. And that one's going to be a strike. A little bit high on the outside, but a strike nonetheless. 1-1 count against Cox. And that one just on the inside. That's a good pitch. And Cox finding herself down in the count just a little bit. And she's got to fight that one off. Just outside. Good take for Anna Cox there. 2-2 count. And that's going to be strike three. And next up, we've got Lauren Waller, second baseman.
Now batting the second baseman, number 14, Lauren Waller.
And she starts the ball low. And swing and miss at that outside pitch. Puts the count at 1-1. And she ends up bunting at a pitch that was coming right at her. And that's going to be strike two. I think that pitch ended up a lot more inside than what she was hoping for after she squared around to bunt, but she fights it off. And she fouls that one back. Keeps the count at 1-2. That one's in the dirt. And that one's outside. 3-2 count. Down the middle, it's going to be a high fly ball right in front of the plate, and that one's going to be taken by Bean for the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Sierra Heiser, playing right field tonight.
Now batting the right fielder, number 10, Sierra Heiser.
Two outs, bottom of the fourth. Heiser takes the pitch inside. And a little off-speed pitch fouled out to the parking lot. Hopefully nowhere near my truck for strike two. So Heiser up there fighting with an 0-2 count. And she takes it low outside for ball one. And that one's outside. Brings the count 2-2. So we've got deuces across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And that one's going to be inside. Pass ball. Not that there was anybody to move on that one, but it's pretty well inside. 3-2 count. Heiser looking for something to hit here. And that one's going to be low, and that's going to get her for strike 3. And that's going to bring us to the top of the 5th inning. And as we go to the top of the 5th inning, talk a little bit about Land Lincoln Credit Union. They're the locally owned financial institution with nearly 75 years of service to Central Illinois. LCU staff is dedicated to helping the community by providing sound financial education and quality banking products and services. Become a member today by simply living or working in one of the 27 Illinois counties LCU serves. Visit lcu.org to learn more. LCU is federally insured by the NCUA, Land of Lincoln Credit Union. Bank on learning more. Also want to talk about Peerless Cleaning and Restoration Services. They're the local cleaning experts you can trust. That's why since 1945, Peerless has been serving Central Illinois homes and businesses with pride. Whether it's simple and quick air duct cleaning, carpet cleaning, dry cleaning, or emergency water damage and fire restoration, Peerless is always there for you. And that's going to bring us here to the top of the 5th inning.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning for the Hatchets, first baseman number 14, Sam Hayes.
And that brings up first baseman Sam Hayes. She's the number 6 hitter here for Windsor. And Harrison sets, and that first pitch is just a little outside. Brings the count to 1-0. Nice pitch just on the outside. Very tempting, but that's going to be a ball 2. And he calls that a strike. That was a little high on the outside, but must have just been in the right spot. We'll take it. 2-1 count. And that one's a strike as well. So Harrison pounding that outside area. If she's going to get those calls, she's going to take them. And that's going to be strike 3. To get the first out for the Lady Braves. And that's going to bring up number 7 hitter, Gabby Vonderheide. She's the right fielder for Windsor Stew-Straws. And she takes the first one high. And that ball hit hard, but foul down the left field line. So left fielder Molly Bessler will chase that one down to the fence and toss it back in to Audrey Johnson, hustling out there. One count. And went up just a little high for ball 2. Now, some of you might hear that wind whistling in the broadcast. I don't want you to worry. I'm nice and warm up here in the press box. I'm not freezing my tootsies off like everybody else outside, so some of you are concerned out there. And that's a high fly ball. That's in foul territory. It's going to get just over the backstop as Bender gives chase. So that brings the count 2-2. And Vanderheide's out. 3 strikes, and she's out as Vanderheide swings at that low pitch. And that's the second strikeout for Harrison in this inning. And so that's going to bring up Kaylin Carey. She's our designated player for the game for Windsor Stu Strauss. And she hits a ball out to the outfield. Kennedy Hiley giving chase. It comes off her glove. And Carey's going to get into second base. That ball was kind of tailing away from Kennedy Hiley as she was roaming over towards right field. And that one just dropped. So that's going to bring in the left fielder, Alara Freeze, number 9 batter. Hopefully somebody's going to pick up Hiley here and get that last out of the inning and get moving on. And that ball hit hard, but foul down the line. The umpire thought for just a second that might be fair, but he made the right call eventually. So 1 strike, 2 outs. And another ball right down that line for strike 2. Freeze out way ahead here of Harrison. Nice pitch. That's, you're going to say that's a little bit low. As that ball's down the middle, but it was just a little bit low, I'm guessing. And that ball's going to be fouled down the left side again. And that ball's going to be in the dirt for ball. And Gwen Bender throws behind the runner, and she just jogs over to third. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And another foul ball. So Freeze making Harrison really work here, get her out. Pop fly, just out into the bleachers. That hit something very hard. I'm assuming it hit my daughter in the head. Nice loud thunk. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Mount Zion trying to get their first scoreless inning here since the 2nd. And that's going to be strike 3. Nice off-speed pitch by Harrison. That ball looked like it was coming in high and just dropped right in there. And that's going to end the inning. And that's going to take us to the bottom of the 5th inning. And while we're doing that, let's hear a little bit about Wilson Garage Door.
Wilson Garage Doors Incorporated, opening new doors for Central Illinois. Services include sales and installation of CHI and Haas overhead doors and LiftMaster and linear garage door openers, adjusting or replacing torsion and extension springs, yearly maintenance to increase longevity of springs and openers, and installation of entry and storm doors. Wilson Garage Doors Incorporated is fully insured. We take pride in our work and excellent customer service. We have over 55 years of combined overhead door experience. Call or text us at 217-855-6672.
And we're back here for the bottom of the 5th inning.
Left fielder number 3, Molly Besser.
And we've got Molly Besser up. And that's going to be ball 1. Besser playing left field for the Lady Braves tonight. Takes that inside for ball 2. And that one's just inside. 2-1 count. And nice bunt by Besser, taken by Pfeiffer down the line, and she's going to be safe at first base. Good bunt by Besser. Got in just that right spot. And that's going to be a base hit. Even after a good field and throw by Pfeiffer down at third base. Just not quite able to get there, and so that's going to bring up top of the order here in Gwen Bender. Gwen Bender, the leader of this team, playing catcher tonight. And she's going to bunt. That's going to go right back to the pitcher. And they had a little bit of trouble fielding it, but they're going to say she's out at first base. So she gets the bunt down. And that's going to be the first out. So a couple of bunts for Bender tonight, but unfortunately both of them just ended up going right back to the pitcher. But that brings up Hiley. This time Bender able to get the job done, getting Besser down to second base. So here comes Kennedy Hiley. And that's going to be ball 1 on Hiley. Hiley playing center field today. Fouls that one away for strike 1. And bunt. And that's going to be caught. Good play by Pfeiffer to get Bender. I'm sorry, to get Hiley. And so that's going to bring up Kayla Schnippel. So hopefully Schnippel will be able to come through with the drive here. That one's low for ball 1. And it's going to be strike 1. And that one's going to be low for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Kayla Schnippel hits a shot, and it leaves the yard, but it's just in foul territory for strike 2. Nice hard hit ball. Be nice to straighten that out. Get the first home run. I guess that would be the first home run of the season for the Lady Braves. It's my understanding that there was no home runs this weekend. It's a little bit deeper outfield and cold day, windy day for sure on Saturday during those first games. And Schnippel swings, fouls that one out, and that one heads towards the parking lot. And that one takes so high. So a 3-2 count on Schnippel here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Braves looking to play to run here in the bottom of the 5th to get one back. Hard hit ball. Deep center field, and that one's going to be hauled in. And so that's going to bring the end of the inning.
At the end of 5 complete innings of play, our score is Windsor Stew Straws 5, Mount Zion 3.
And while we got a minute, let's talk about the 217 Wiffleball Classic. They're a local 501c3 that was formed to raise funds to further education, awareness, and research of Alzheimer's disease both locally and nationally. They're also proud to be able to support their community by providing resources for local families in their time of need. For more information on upcoming events, visit their webpage at 217wbclassic.org. Decatur Dental Care, located 3737 East U.S. Route 36, provides general dentistry for the whole family. The dentists, including Dr. Kelly Clark and Dr. Melissa Burnett, are currently accepting new patients. Call 217-423-2400 or visit the website at decaturdentalcare.com to schedule an appointment. For all the staff at Decatur Dental Care, go Braves. And here we are at the top of the 6th inning on a nice brisk spring day, late March here in good old Illinois. 5-3 lead for Windsor. And Windsor comes up to the plate. And that's going to be ball 1 on Ella Kinkler. Shortstop. And strike 1, I'm sorry. So Harrison off to a good start here against Kinkler. And she takes a strike. He has been giving that pitch all night. Right there on that outside corner. And that brings an 0-2 count. And a swing and a miss for Kinkler, and that's going to be the first out for the Lady Braves here in the top of the 6th. And that's going to bring up center fielder Natalie Hayes here as the second batter of the inning. Harrison starts off with that off-speed pitch, the super slow ball. It's gotten her a few good calls tonight. Just tough to time that pitch out. And she goes right back with a high fastball. Brings the count to an 0-2 count. Let's see if she goes with that inside screwball against Hayes right here. And that ball hit hard. Audrey Johnson fields it, gets it over to Anna Cox, and that's the second out of the inning for Mount Zion. So good start here for Dakota Harrison, but up comes trouble, and Carly Bean, number 3 hitter for Stu Strauss. She's been a tough out tonight. And with 2 outs, she's pulled a few balls down that left field line already tonight. Fortunately for Mount Zion, those have been foul. And she swings a strike 1 on the inside. Let's see if Harrison keeps just pounding her on the inside with those screwballs, fastballs. And that's going to be out of bounds, out of play as well. 0-2 count. So we'll see what Coach Fitz and Dakota Harrison have up her sleeve right now. And they go high, and they're going to say that she swung, and that's going to be strike 3. And that's going to end the inning, as Bean saw that pitch coming in high, and she tried hard to hold back, but she swung just a little too much, and that's going to take us to the bottom of the 6th inning with Mount Zion down 5-3. And their number 4 hitter coming up. We'll be back in just a minute.
Save money at LLCU by refinancing their auto loan. You'd be surprised at some of the things they spend their extra money on. What would you do with your savings? Because you will save with LLCU. Land of Lincoln Credit Union. Bank on learning more.
All right, here we go. Bottom of the 6th inning, Mount Zion. We've got Dakota Harrison up.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for Mount Zion, pitcher number 22, Dakota Harrison.
And that one's going to be taken high for ball 1. It's like on deck, we've got J.C. Heiger, senior, here on senior day. Going to get in a bat. And that one's up high. I think Harrison's kind of wishing she would have driven that ball. And it's taken for strike 2. And that's fouled back. And hard hit ball by Harrison down the left field line. That's going to go to the fence. She's going to huff it. She's going to try to get into second base. And she's going to be in there safe with the double. Nice job there of hitting by Harrison with 2 strikes. And Josie Gower is going to come out and run for her. And now we're going to see J.C. Heiger.
Courtesy runner for the pitcher at second base, number 9, Josie Gower.
So we'll see if Higer lays down a bunt or swings away here. And squares the bunt, and they're going to call a strike. And a little slapper action. She's behind it. Sent a ball over towards the on-deck circle. Good heads up there by Anna Cox in the on-deck circle. She might have a word with JC later when she gets back to the dugout. And she takes strike 3 down the middle.
Now back to first baseman number 17, Anna Cox.
So this brings up Anna Cox. And she takes a strike. And fouls that back, 0-2. Got Emma Espinoza in the on-deck circle. Looks like she may be coming in to hit for Lauren Waller. Assuming no craziness here on this at bat. And Anna Cox swings and misses. And that's strike 3. And that's 2 outs as that brings in Espinoza. So in the pinch hit, Emma Espinoza. That's ball high. Strike 1 right down the middle. And Espinoza swings and misses. 1-2 count on Espinoza. And that one's going to be high and outside, so that brings the count to 2-2. Low. That was one of those pitches you weren't sure what was going to be called there. It was right down the middle, but from this angle, couldn't tell if it was low or high or in the middle. And it's going to be a swing and a miss on the inside.
At the end of 6 complete innings of play, our score is Windsor 2 straws.
And that's going to take us to the top of the 7th. And we'll be right back. And here we are back for the top of the 7th inning. So do or die time for Mount Zion. They've got to get some outs here. As Matty Pfeiffer comes up, third baseman for Windsor Stewstrass. Mount Zion been out of luck since about the 3rd inning, and runs scored after the 6th inning had Harrison with the leadoff double, and then not able to come up with anything out of that. So now they need to hold them here in the top of the 7th, and then big rally down in the bottom. 1-0 count. That's a ball on the inside. Big first out here for Mount Zion. Pfeiffer's had a good day so far today. She's been a tough out. She's done a great job defensively down at third base. Hard hit ball right through the little gap there. Besser's over on it, and that's going to be a single for Pfeiffer. And looks like that's going to bring on Ava Richards. She's the catcher. And we've got a pinch runner on first base. So that's number 2, I believe, for Windsor Stewstrass.
Now batting the catcher, number 15, Ava Richards.
So catcher steps in there. Richards takes a strike on the inside. She's
runner for the catcher at first base, number 2, Ellie Wittenberg.
and a little breaking ball in the dirt. It's going to be ball 1. Another hard hit ball right there in the gap between shortstop and third base. This one going more towards the wall. Got to play at third base. And she's going to be out. Good hustle there. So that's going to be a double for Ava Richards, but that's going to get Mount Zion an out. As the pinch runner tries to stretch that into over to third base. And looks like we've got number 14. This is Sam Hayes, the first baseman, up now. Nice start for Harrison there, getting that strike on the outside corner. And that one's going to be fouled back. Ball on the outside. One ball, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss, and that's going to be strike 3 against Hayes. And with 2 outs, we still got a runner on second. That's going to bring up Gabby Vonderheide. She's the right fielder for Windsor. So here in the top of the 7th, Harrison trying to get Mount Zion out of this. Get them onto the bottom of the 7th in rally time. And that one's going to be fouled away. And it's going to be a ball in the dirt. Gets away from Bender. And Richards makes her way down to third. 1-1 count. And it's a high fly ball up back there. Bender looking to get under it. And she catches it. That's going to be the end of the inning. Nice catch there by Gwen Bender. And that takes us to the bottom of the 7th inning. And we just want to give one more big shout out to our sponsors here for Braves TV. And we want to thank ADM and ADMCares, Decatur Dental Care, Kevin Fritzsche of Brinkoetter Realtors, Land of Lincoln Credit Union, Mount Zion Foundation for Quality Education, Peerless Cleaners, Staley Credit Union, 217 Wiffleball Classic, and Wilson Garage Doors. Thank you to all of those sponsors. Also, want to tell you a little bit more about Wilson Garage Doors. Opening new doors for Central Illinois. Services include sales and installation of CHI and Haas overhead doors and LiftMaster and linear garage door openers, adjusting or replacing torsion and extension springs, yearly maintenance to increase longevity of springs and openers, and installation of entry and storm doors. Wilson Garage Doors Incorporated is fully insured and takes pride in their hard work and excellent customer service. They have over 55 years of combined overhead door experience. You can call or text Wilson Garage Doors at 217-855-6672. And it looks like Mount Zion is going to have Josie Gower out to pinch hit here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Hoping that Josie can spur on the Lady Braves here, get some base runners.
Bottom of the 7th inning for Mount Zion. Pinch hitter, number 9, Josie Gower.
And the ball's high. And that hit her. I'm going to say that hit her on the thigh. And so that gets Josie Gower on. So Braves in business here as Molly Besser comes up for Mount Zion. Besser had a bunt single here a little while ago. And she takes strike one. Ball outside. 1-1 count on Besser. And looks like a little slash. Ball goes out of play. 1-2 count on Besser. And another time, a little slap out of bounds. Out of bounds. Still trying to get out of basketball mode here. Out of play. 1-2 count still. So Besser trying to work, do something to keep the Braves rally going. Braves were able to come back from a deficit this weekend in Casey. Tie it up in the bottom of the 6th and go to extra innings as that ball goes outside. So trying to bring some of that mojo back here home in their first home game of the season. 2-2 count on Besser. Another slash. And that one's out. over into the wheat field. Besser giving Bean all she wants out there. Still 2-2 count. Same result. Out of play. And slap down to the third baseline. That's going to be safe for Besser. That ball just took just long enough to get down to the third baseman, and Besser's quick to get down to first base, and that's going to bring up first and second. No outs, and top of the lineup here is Gwen Bender steps up to the plate.
Now batting the catcher, number 11, Gwen Bender.
So we'll see what kind of strategery Coach Blakey's got going for him here. Down 2 in the bottom of the 7th. He's got a runner on, but no 2 runners on, but no outs. And Bender takes the first one high. Right person at the right time. Bender is senior night. Coming up in a good spot. Squares the butt. She slashes. That's going to be a high ball, and that's going to be out. Don't think she meant to put the bat on the ball in that play, or if she did, she wanted to just poke at it and get it on the ground somewhere. And that's going to be the first out, and that's going to bring up Kennedy Hiley.
Now batting center fielder, number 13, Kennedy Hiley.
And that one's taken up high. The Lady Braves stranded a runner in the 6th inning at second base after Dakota Harrison's leadoff double. Hopefully they won't strand any runners here. We'll get some runs around. That's going to be a strike on the outside corner for Hiley. Kennedy takes a hard swing at it, fouls it back. And that's a swing and a miss for Hiley on that high ball. And that's going to bring up Kayla Schnippel. So it'll be up to Schnippel here to keep this rally going after getting runners on first and second. Kayla Schnippel, junior, third baseman. Takes ball 1 high. Kayla Schnippel hit a ball hard over the fence in her last at bat, but it was foul. It'd be nice. That would put us in a good spot here to win the game as she takes strike on the outside. Kayla, smart hitter, looking for that right ball coming. And that one's on the outside. Brings the count to 2-1. Ball high. 3-1 count. Good hitters count here for Schnippel. Strike on the inside. 3-2 count. 3-2, 2 outs. Runners will be moving. Foul ball. Schnippel's choked up a little bit. Ready to put the ball in play. Poke it somewhere. High fly ball. And that's going to be it. As Windsor takes the game 5-3 in the 7 innings here at Mount Zion's home opener. Thank you all for tuning in to Braves TV.
Once again, let's wish our seniors a great year this year. Gwen Bender, Lauren Waller, Sierra Heiser, and J.C. Heiger.
And it looks like for those of you that are looking to tune in to Braves TV, our next broadcast will be soccer on Thursday, April 7th, coming up here in just a couple weeks. So make sure you tune in for that, and make sure you keep looking for us